Thunderbirds.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Now here's Baldwin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 87 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On second down now, Holiday. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Pushes past him. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll try the left side. Holiday. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lancers have taken the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
2nd and 9 now. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game, as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team, sending this one away. Runs through the contact. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
2nd and 4. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff as they run the counter play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Matthews has it right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. This is caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the
3. Used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lancers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Following scoring the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Meeks, a nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now here's Baldwin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Meeks. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He finds his man, complete. It's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Parker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And And the Lancers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw again. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. Look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and 5. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Thunderbirds are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now here's Baldwin. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They find themselves trailing on the scoreboard, but it certainly hasn't been because of what they've been able to do at the receiver position.
And let's face it, partner, we've been around a lot of receivers. Has it ever been their fault when things aren't going well? We know how they operate, right? And right now what they're saying is, well, guess what? If we want to win, throw it to us even more. We're the ones making the plays.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Matthews makes the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now they'll throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Meeks. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. first down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Meeks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Black. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game,
fights through and now a crease. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
we have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Oh, why are we doing this?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go play action here on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 5.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
To Thompson on the draw. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They go with Thompson again. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Thompson.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second and 3. And Miller with it over the middle.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Now a dump off here complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one up. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lancers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The situation for them offensively as follows. down by 2 touchdowns, and time a huge factor. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the home team here, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5.